And they're off. Batman Sonora is the first to lead Colonel Braxton. And they're being followed by Best Mate in third as they head to the first of 17 fences. Batman Sonora leads Colonel Braxton, Best Mate in third. A break then to Beef Or Salmon on the inside of Rinkaree. Then comes Alexander Banquet, who's being followed down the back by Le Coudray and Al Capone as they go to the second, the first of the regulation fences. And in front is Batman Sonora, Colonel Braxton second, then Best Mate. Break of 3 lengths to Beef Or Salmon, Rinkaree, Alexander Banquet, Le Coudray and Al Capone as they clear the third. Mistake by the leader, Batman Sonora, but still shows in the lead for Paul Maloney to Colonel Braxton, Tony McCoy second. Few lengths further back to Best Mate running third under Jim Cullity. Then comes Beef Or Salmon, Timmy Murphy 4. Rinkaree is 5, and then Alexander Banquet, Le Coudray and Al Capone. So they're heading now towards the next fence, the end of the back straight, the second of the regulation fences. Batman Sonora the leader from Colonel Braxton, Best Mate. Break of a few lengths then to Beef Or Salmon, who's in fourth, followed by Rinkaree. Again a bad mistake by the leader, Batman Sonora, and relinquishes the lead now to Colonel Braxton as they swing and head across now to the fence before the straight. Colonel Braxton on the inside of Batman Sonora. Break of 3 lengths to Best Mate, who's followed by Beef Or Salmon in fourth place. And then Rinkaree, Le Coudray, Alexander Banquet, and a break to Al Capone. So they're on the approach now to the straight. When they swing in, they'll have just over 2 miles ahead of them in the Ericsson Chase, as Batman Sonora, after a couple of earlier mistakes, turns into the straight on terms with Colonel Braxton. And the pair are followed about 3 to 4 lengths back by Best Mate in third. Fourth place, Beef Or Salmon, Rinkaree, Le Coudray, Alexander Banquet, and Al Capone. Rising to this fence, the seventh to take them up to past the stands, Batman Sonora and Colonel Braxton, Best Mate up the center of the track, being followed by Beef Or Salmon, and then a break to Rinkaree and Le Coudray, Alexander Banquet next, and the back marker Al Capone. A complete circuit of the track ahead of them as they race now towards the 8th fence. Batman Sonora and Colonel Braxton, 6 lengths to Best Mate, who's 3 in front of Beef Or Salmon. Then Rinkaree, Le Coudray, Alexander Banquet, and Al Capone. Away from the stands they go, taking them up towards the halfway stage. Batman Sonora and Colonel Braxton out in front of Best Mate as they rise to this one. Batman Sonora and Rinkaree is a faller there. Rinkaree has crashed out there. Both horse and rider quickly up. But going to the next, Batman Sonora and Colonel Braxton show the way to Best Mate, who's followed by Beef Or Salmon, Le Coudray, and they're well clear of Al Capone, who relegates Alexander Banquet to be the back marker. So they turn now to head down the far side. Colonel Braxton on the inside leads Batman Sonora. A break then of 6 lengths to Best Mate, who's followed 2.5 back by Beef Or Salmon. After Beef Or Salmon, a break then of 4 lengths to Le Coudray, who's clear of Al Capone, who in turn is clear of Alexander Banquet. So the first fence down the back. 8 left to jump. Colonel Braxton and Tony McCoy land in the lead. From in second place, Batman Sonora. Further back to Best Mate, who's third. And then a break to Beef Or Salmon, who's closely attended now by Le Coudray in fifth. And then a break to Al Capone, who's clear of Alexander Banquet. They go towards the next. They have a mile left. 7 to jump. Colonel Braxton rises a couple of lengths in front. Best Mate has now moved into second. Batman Sonora weakens. Beef Or Salmon and Le Coudray try to improve into third and fourth positions. At the second last regulation now, Colonel Braxton over in the lead from Best Mate, who's closed within a length. Then a break of 3 lengths to Beef Or Salmon and Le Coudray. Batman Sonora has dropped out, and then Al Capone. But it's Colonel Braxton, last year's runner-up, in the lead under Tony McCoy. Best Mate, Jim Cullity, a good jump up on the outside to close on the leader. Just 2 lengths back then to Beef Or Salmon and Timmy Murphy, with Le Coudray and Barry Geraghty running a big race, a close fourth. Racing now towards the next, 4 from home. Colonel Braxton, Best Mate, followed by Le Coudray. Beef or Salmon, a slight error there, relinquishes third to Le Coudray, and then a couple of lengths to Al Capone. Heading now towards the final regulation, and it is Colonel Braxton in the lead, and Best Mate poised in second. Beef or Salmon third on the inside with Le Coudray. Final regulation, half a mile from home. Colonel Braxton, Best Mate looms up on the outside. Le Coudray is on their heels in third. Beef or Salmon is fourth, and they're clear of Al Capone. Turning now towards the second last, and it's Colonel Braxton in the lead from Best Mate. Le Coudray and Beef or Salmon racing now towards the home turn. Colonel Braxton from Best Mate, who's moved up on the inside. Le Coudray and Beef or Salmon, and Best Mate and Jim Collody come through now to pick it up effortlessly from Colonel Braxton. Le Coudray is making ground. Beef or Salmon being pushed along. They're on the run to the final fence, and it's Best Mate, the leader, for Jim Collody out in front. Le Coudray on the outside, then Colonel Braxton and Beef or Salmon. The final fence in the Ericsson, and Best Mate is over and clear. Le Coudray is second as they race inside the final 200 yards. It's the twice winner of the Cheltenham Gold Cup is going to win the Ericsson. Another big race for Jim Lewis and Henrietta Knight as Best Mate strolls home clear for Jim Collody to win the Ericsson in great style. The champion is back in second. Le Coudray a big run. Beef or Salmon is third, and Colonel Braxton is fourth.